when it comes to vertical takeoff and landing fighter jets. I believe many people know about the American F-35B. Besides the F-35B, perhaps many people have also heard of the vertical takeoff and landing fighter jet, which is the British V-8B Kestrel fighter jet. Then here comes the question, why are there so few vertical takeoff and landing fighter jets? Haven't other countries developed them? In fact, due to the flexible deployment of vertical takeoff and landing, and its universal application in the sea, land and air, etc., vertical takeoff and landing fighter jets were once a popular type of aircraft that various major aviation countries around the world were competing to develop. It's just that because of the great difficulty in research and development, many countries have successively withdrawn from the development ranks. Eventually, only the two models we see today, the F-35B and the Kestrel fighter jet, remain. Firstly, the country that began the research and development of vertical takeoff and landing fighter jets the earliest was Germany during World War II. At the end of World War II, due to large-scale air bombings by the Allied forces, Germany decided to develop an interceptor that did not need to take off with the aid of a runway, and could be deployed in thick forests, using a rocket engine for vertical takeoff and landing. This vertical takeoff and landing aircraft named B-349 was eventually developed. However, due to immature technology, it was not mass-produced and did not change the situation of World War II. After World War II, this vertical takeoff and landing technology was obtained by the Americans. At that time, Lockheed Martin and Convair referred to B-349 and successively developed two technical demonstrators, XFY-1 and XFV-1. However, because this design layout hindered the takeoff and landing operations of the pilots, it was eventually proven to be unscientific. After seeing the research and development in the United States, even the United Kingdom, France and West Germany were not willing to fall behind and simultaneously initiated the research and development of vertical takeoff and landing fighter jets. With in-depth research by various countries, the reasonable layout of vertical takeoff and landing fighter jets was ultimately defined as a layout mode of a deflect-able engine plus a dedicated lift engine. There were many vertical takeoff and landing fighter jets that emerged during the same period, such as VG-101 in Germany, XF-109 in the United States, the Kestrel aircraft in the United Kingdom, the Yak-38 in the Soviet Union, and the Balzac in France, etc. However, due to numerous complex technical problems regarding the practicability of vertical takeoff and landing fighter jets, France and Germany successively withdrew from the research and development ranks. The Soviet Union, due to its disintegration, interrupted the Yak-141 project after the Yak-38. Only the most mature British Kestrel aircraft remained at the beginning of this century. Based on the technology of the Kestrel aircraft, the United States proposed a brand new F-35B plan and ultimately achieved the most successful vertical short takeoff and landing fighter jet that we see today.